Welcome back to the show, everybody. Mr. Pop That Thing. That's me, the one who triple the G.O.D. My main man, my extra green monster, Squishmurder, aka Squishy, and the whole congregation. Love all of y'all. May they indeed be praised. Bessie, Janine, Magdalene, your girl and my Miss Moss, aka Miss Mossling, hold down the ones, the twos, the threes, and the fours. But most importantly, you, yes, you love right here with us right here on Team GRF TV. And happy OneeChanbara Day, finally spelled correctly in the English language, because the game is finally out on Steam and finally out in other territories, not, the way east side. The reason we're here is because this is a buyer's guide at this juncture, because there are a whole bunch of ways you could buy this game, or if you bought the game in different regions and not quite understanding what's going on, that's what Uncle Triple's here to help you with. Because given all the research that I've done, there is more or less right now a clear-cut answer on if you haven't bought the game about what you should do. But I really feel that it's really necessary, because I've been keeping up with this whole game for damn near 2 years now on how buying the game works. So I've got a plan, because it's going to help me out a whole bunch in this, because we have a whole bunch of web stores to hit, things to talk about, and the history of why things are the way they are, and I'm going to try to make sense of it the best I can. So, because we finna take it live straight to the PSN store as it stands right now, because it won't be this way in 5 days. But, because gonna come on out and come raw with me, dog. Hey, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the PlayStation Store in a web browser, as it will be for the next 5 days. And we are at the Japanese version of the store, because this is where we start our store. As you see, about a year ago on December the 5th, 2019, OneeChanbara ORIGIN came out in Japan. And only in Japan, and it was like that for a very, very long time technically, and we'll get into that later. But here's what needs to be understood. Under no circumstances do you buy this version. At this junction, it's been out for damn near a year, things of that nature. And as you are about to find out, if you're not familiar with Japanese practices when it comes to pre-ordering things, there is no way to have a complete set of DLC, because a lot of the DLC, as it is with D3 games, are exclusive to certain retailers, mainly their own web shop. Amazon is a big one, and we're going to actually highlight the costume that Amazon originally got in Japan. But just so that, because we're here, you can get the game for about 8,100 yen, and you can get the deluxe edition for 10,000 yen, right? And you have all of these costumes, and we'll just take a look at them real quick. Take a look at the list thereof or whatever, if it'll load, and just get used to seeing a lot of these. Now, here is the thing about the stuff that we're scrolling through. Again, like I said, this is not a complete and utter look, and I need to move me or make me smaller or something. Let me see. I'm gonna go with the smaller version. I mean, that should be fine. And I think if I move myself over here in the corner, we should be alright for the time being. But yeah, you can also buy the season pass. Don't do it. You're not even buying this version, but if you were, and the answer is going to be, you're always going to buy the season pass. And as we get into more web stores, you're going to see, while buying not the game separately and the season pass later versus buying the deluxe edition, as you will see, is the way to go. However, though, at one point, for people like me who were sitting up here trying to figure out and wonder whether the game was coming out, we got some news, I would say March, April, that the game was coming out in Eastern territories and things like that. Your Singapores, your Taiwans, your things where you get stuff where you ain't got no business because it's no longer selling in America. But we are at the Singapore store right now. And this is the deluxe edition of OneeChanbara ORIGIN. Now, here's the thing about this version. Now, when this came out back in September, right, you got an early bird special. Now, I want you to keep all these costumes in mind, right? I want you to keep all these costumes in mind because of how they are. Now, if you are somebody who couldn't wait, and my TV's about to turn off on me, let me do that right there. is that if you're somebody who bought the Singapore version of this game or bought it from, I want to say, let me see, because we live, we can do this. Let me see, because I think the Hong Kong version is the exact same, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not, just plainly the Japanese version, but we'll take a look real quick. So, yeah, it's the same version, whether you got a Hong Kong account or whether you got a Singapore account or accounts in similar vein. I would suggest, and I'll tell you this, you know what I'm saying, and I tell y'all this all the time, and just giving a little more because we're talking about this as a buyer's guide, have both a Hong Kong and a Singapore account. There are a lot of times where, while these two stores share a lot of similar content, there are some times where only a Japanese version of a game will be offered. And that usually happens more on the Hong Kong store than it does on the Singapore store, or vice versa, depending. So have both. So that there are games that where they have the Japanese version and then they also have the what would be the US version. Very rarely, if at all, do either one of those stores offer a European version of a video game. I don't think that's ever happened where a European version of a game is offered and you think it would be offered over a US version, but it's probably some rarity somebody will get in the comment and tell me about. But have both a Hong Kong and Singapore account, because even though, again, like I said, like they have parity, at the same time they don't. Sometimes codes that work for that general region don't work for that version, or sometimes in the instance of if you buy a Japanese version for one of those stores, it's not exactly the same as the Japanese version offered on the Japanese version of the store, which is also why you should have a Japanese account separate from both of those. So 3 accounts to hold down the whole east side. And if you're trying to get in like Malaysia or something like that, something about a Korean account, and we are going to get into that really soon. I gotta, get some sponsor money for the Korean account. But regardless of all of that, though, it's the same thing. Is that, again, like, to talk about all these costumes and songs and all of this stuff you're gonna get, this is what's important. And let me highlight this for you. No matter because I just want to show you, just for the good, no matter what version of the game you buy when you're talking about Hong Kong and Singapore stores and things like that, that this will only be available through the 1st. I don't know what happens after the 1st of November, no idea. But go with the assumption that this DLC will not be available. Because a lot of this stuff is not, because a lot of this stuff you see right here is stuff that's not even available in Japan because of all the legal mumbo jumbo and the deals that D3 makes to have exclusive things here and there, which is supposed to incentivize your dumb ass to buy the game multiple motherfucking times. So if you bought the Singapore version already, you already got this. If you thinking about it at this juncture, if you got to this day where it's available in US stores and things of that nature, is that, nah, you don't want to do that. You know what? We're going to get to something. I'm actually going to check that because I don't know whether or not this come out in Europe, though. Actually, you know what? Let me see here. Bring it back to me for a minute. Bring it back to me. So, because I don't want y'all seeing my search history. It's things in there. It's things I'm willing to cop to admit to, but I don't want that on YouTube because YouTube will say, nah, you was on that, nah, we gonna block your account. No. So, this is what we finna do. PSN. I think it's what, ENGB, I think is how you find it. Yeah. So that would be Great Britain. You know what I'm saying? The UK. For all my UK fam. Okay, so let's see. Actually, you know what? Bring it back to me. We'll make this some live content. Let me change the text right back up. So let's see. So if I okay, so it did come out in Europe. Okay, so it did come out in Europe, and it came out today too. Released by D3 Publisher. Okay. So I'm thinking, because I'm finna double check and see, just want to make sure, to spoil a little bit of what you're about to see, is, let me take a look at the DLC, because that's how I will definitely know the answer to my own question, is, yeah, this is mirroring the US stuff, but I just want to see something for the record here. Let me see. Well, actually, I know the answer if I'm looking here. Okay, so it's definitely mirroring the U.S. store, and you're about to see why in a minute. Speaking of that, bring it back to me for a minute. Let me double check something. Let me make sure we are GTG on that side of things anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring it back in. Let's get Big Cuz up in here because we finna take a look at that good work. Go ahead, bring me on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the US PlayStation Store for OneeChanbara ORIGIN. Spelled technically correctly. We'll get into that and more into our buyer's guide about what to do. At this juncture, let's just summarize where we've been so far. If you in Europe, you can follow this whole guide, even though it'll be different depending on your pounds or rubles or, you know what I'm saying, your Vladimir Putin's or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Brexit, my nigga. I don't know. But, pretty much because I just learned that information, I'm glad live TV is live TV, is if you holding it down over there on the mid side over there in the Europas, you know what I'm saying? And what is that? Give me a second. I'm gonna do this. In the Pangeas, my nigga. In the Pangeas, you will be able to follow along with this buying guide if you are buying it on the PlayStation 4. Give me a second while I take a hit. Okay. We're here now. So, here's what's popping right now. Game $60 worth every penny. Because it's OneeChanbara, it's my job to say that. I don't get paid by D3 to say this. I'm saying this because I've been loving this series for as long as I've been loving this series. Thank you, 2007. But anyway, let's take a look at the deluxe bundle again, live for real. Let me get the cans back on. This is what you want. This is what you want for no other reason because of what it is that we technically know now. Is that it changed all the from the season pass. So, I would like to take a look at the season pass. Unfortunately, you have to literally search for the season pass because all of the stuff is in a jumble. And if I'm not mistaken, it would be tab numero trace, which will have the season pass right here. You literally have to search for Oni to get to all of this. And we're going to discuss all of this stuff because there's something fun you should know about that. But here's the season pass. And it should list everything that's in it. So, remember all those costumes we looked at when we were talking about the Singapore version and things like that? Everything that you can buy for this game is in here. So why would you sit up here and spend an extra $20 when you can save $5 and get all the stuff in a nice thing? So we're just establishing that as part of this buyer guide. Get the deluxe edition. Get that season pass. Get your work on. Get it in just like that. So, regardless of here it is what we know because this is all the stuff because we're going to be taking a look back and forth. Actually, let me go back because I need to pull up all the DLC because we have to separate it because somebody didn't do their job this morning. I'm not blaming you. It's just that this is live TV. It is what it is. It's loading it, I think, because I pressed back. I totally pressed back. So when we press forward now, what do you want me to do? Like, see, this is live television, ladies and gentlemen. You can't rank this shit. You literally cannot rank this shit. So, oh yeah, I would have to search for Oni again because, you know, whatever. So let's do that. So, I have literally been refreshing this all day between the Streets of Camarocho joint, taking my babies outside multiple times, and me taking a nap and things of that nature, and getting distracted by a thing we were actually going to do for content. Is I just want to highlight a couple of these free costumes, which you should definitely snatch because they're free, right? It don't show it. It don't show it. Oh well, we'll be able to show it in a different way, but. The reason why I'm highlighting this costume right here is simply because this was the pre-order bonus in Japan if you got it off of Amazon. You want to know a fun fact? On Yahoo Auctions right now, you could get this costume for the Japanese version for $70. Just this costume. No video game, no nothing, just in costume. And it's free. And again, we gonna do this for the hood. We gonna do this for the hood, right? Just so that we are establishing. Hold on, let me see. In my brain, I got the right thing up. That's the European store. Let me bring back up the Singapore, Hong Kong stuff, right? Bring that back up. Slide that back in. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Cause. Okay, okay, my bad. In Singapore and Taiwan, it's different. Though I'm thinking about something else. It's actually, I'll tell you what it is. This weapon for Aya, Riho's image. This was the pre-order bonus if you bought the game from the D3P web shop, and it's a body pillow as a weapon. But don't do that. But it's a body pillow as a weapon, and I gotta assume that when you're fighting zombies being covered in blood and turning into a super monster or whatever, it's helpful to sit up here and fight with a docky. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. But again, bring it back to the work, because what I'm saying, because I'm doing this live. Actually, you know what? Let me fade the color this time. We're just playing around with stuff. Give me a fade. Yeah, black. So bring that back up. But yeah, this is a free costume. We'll go back and now again illustrate that. Free stuff. 10 free costumes. The only thing is, and I'm gonna say this because I don't know. Actually, we can test that theory right now. And we will. We will literally test this theory right now. So that black costume that I said was worth $70, we are finna purchase it. This is a live purchase. We doing this live TV. I kind of planned this, but I didn't plan it. But we finna see what happens. So proceed to checkout, confirm purchase. Thank you. I bought a thing. Because see, an issue that I'm having with a game that I wanted to get, that game being Mutant Football League, is that I got a free item or whatever and downloaded it because I was gonna buy the digital version later, but you can't buy the super version because you bought this free DLC, and it's like, well, they like, man, ain't nothing you can do. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing. You telling me a free thing is stopping me from buying a thing that's on sale, but you want me to purchase all this stuff separate, which is like $40. You can kiss my whole ass. So it is what it is. So the reason why I wanted to test that is because I want to know now, will it let me buy the season pass? I bought this thing. It has no issues with me buying the season pass, because if it did, it'll say, you're not eligible to buy this, blah, blah, blah. But on pages like that, well, actually, I'll show you what it normally says. Hold up, where is that? This content is covered by the season pass. Be careful to avoid making redundant purchases. So yeah, they don't care. If you want that free shit, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? But just get to working. So let's quickly go through the rest of these. We got costumes and stuff. We got weapons for Rey and things like that. We got the twin blades and Setsu. We got the celebrated sword. Here's the Rio Best side thing. This is see, I told you it was a docky, fam. I told you. You didn't believe. It's $1.50. But again, you're buying a season pass anyway. This stuff don't matter to you. We got all these special costumes or whatever. I love the bondage code because it's a video out where somebody got all the costumes, and I took a look at it and I was like, had a little demo or whatever. You instantly unlock, you can instantly unlock Rey, you know what I'm saying, for playing stuff, which is not unfamiliar to the Bikini Samurai squad did that too, where you could literally buy a DLC pack and unlock the character early, mainly for Anna or whatever, because you could play as other characters like Reiko and Misery and things like that. But yeah, get the season pass, get this stuff. But however though, because somebody ain't doing a job, is if you want trying to get the songs or whatever separately, you got the songs from the 360 version, the songs from the PS2 games, you got the song for what? That's a Revolution. So that is the Wii game. This is Z Kagura, Z2 Chaos, and the PSP game you probably didn't know existed until I just told you about it right now. And you can get these for varying prices. But again, all of this stuff comes in the deluxe edition, which costs $75, which is everything. Everything you could want. All that. Let's just go over it one more time. I'm just letting you know what it is. I'm just letting you know what it is, fam. Swear to God on the hood. Look at all this shit you get. Look at all this. All this stuff. Bonus missions, all the costumes, all the weapons, all that work right there. That will conclude our PlayStation side of things. Let's take it out of Steam, where the game is 20% off right now that you can get it, you know what I'm saying? That you can literally get it for $60, you know what I'm saying? So if you're getting it on Steam and you want like all them uncapped frame rates and things like that, and from what I heard, you may need them uncapped frame rates and stuff. If you're trying to do some work, you can also get a Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter and Z2 Chaos. And given things that I am learning, you may want to get Z2 Chaos on Steam. You may want to get Z2 Chaos on Steam. At this juncture, wait for a sale and get it really cheap, and you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it's like, actually, you know what? That's an interesting, you know, this live TV, because I want to know. Because Z2 Chaos on PS4, oh wow, that spooked the shit out of me. I'm like, the fuck is that shit? Like, what the fuck is it? Like, I clicked on the damn thing, like, huh? Don't tell nobody that happened. But tell everybody that happened, but don't try to put the bomb. Anyway, the thing is, when it comes to this DLC or whatever, is that for the PS4 version, there were packs and things. You don't get that luxury here. You have to buy everything separately. And even given this, because this is work that I've done, and I'll try to see if I can find that old installment of Existence according to Triple the G.O.D. That's my old blog, where I literally like was breaking down every time stuff came out and like telling you what the prices were and the packs and things like that. So for the bottom dollar, it's cheaper a little bit to get it on PS4, but if you want the work rate on Steam, it's not sitting up here saying that any of this stuff is going on sale, and I could check Steam DB and things like that, but you don't have time for that, and I'm not going to make you suffer through it because it's not as important as you might think. Same thing for Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter. You know, if you want to buy panties, no, you're not gonna catch me twice. Oh, you thought you were gonna catch your boy? No. You thought you were gonna catch your boy? No. But see, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You want some thongs? Like, what is this? I'm interested in what is this. Please tell me what this is. You can dress up like Aya. Okay, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying. You can dress up like Aya, and I probably literally just killed this whole video by just... No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, you got the star fruits and stuff, avocados and lingerie and micro thongs. We are not clicking on that. I could. I'm a gangster. I'd do it. But man, I ain't trying to do with all that shit. Nah, fuck that. You do that on your own time. Ain't fuck you. Okay? Fuck you, pal. No. No. Anyway. Yeah, that's another video. I'm like, I literally watched this trailer in Japanese, like when the machine was working, and literally watched this video on mute because I was scared. Now it don't matter because YouTube ain't paying me. I don't fuck neither, so it is what it is. But the reason we're here is there are varying price variances. That's my word. I literally prepared that word. Variances between stores and stuff like that about how things are. Things that they're giving away for free on PSN are $1 here. Again, I don't know how long that stuff is going to be $1, but again, because the whole point of this is telling you to buy the deluxe version, is that it really don't matter, because let's just scroll down to how much all this shit costs separately, because these things are not in packs and things of that nature. This is $97.05 a month in DLC. Plus the game costs another $60. Again, $97.05 of DLC. $97.05. You can get the deluxe edition for $60. Let's do some math. You want to fuck with me? $47.99 plus $97.05. $47.99 plus $97.05. 4804, 48, 138, $145.04. That's your math, bitches. $145.04. Actually, no, it's 144 because 47 plus 100. No, wait, no, that's right because it's rolling over. Yeah, so that's right. So then the three, yeah, that's correct, man. I had to get very straight myself. So let's run through the math one more time to make sure my math was correct. 47 plus 97 is 144 plus $1.04, $145.04. Bang, bang, bang. Got the math game. So right now, if you trying to get this game and probably the version you probably want to play for what it costs normally, you get everything. You get everything. That's not a deal, like, honestly, that you can literally pass up. Like, I'm just sitting up here telling you that. So here's what it is. You buy the deluxe edition no matter what, but given what things are. If you watching this video and you clicking on it and you've made it to this point and given what things are, you don't buy the Japanese version. At this juncture, there's no reason to buy a version from an East Side store. That Europe and the US are still on the same parity on PSN, so you can wait for a sale. You can wait for a sale no matter what. If you're not interested in this game right this second and you're not holding out for it, the answer will always be the deluxe edition no matter where the hell you buy it. That is the answer. The only answer that it is. So, given that we've been at this for almost 30 minutes, the answer was the edition with everything in it in America or Europe, where the fuck you is. That's the answer. Speaking of this thing, while it's on my mind, let me search for this real quick and then I'm gonna get y'all out of here. Let me see. I want to talk to y'all. No trailer. Trailer bad. I just want to quickly talk about one of my favorite games that I own on the PS4. Enjoy it, love it, but there's a small problem. In the next couple of days, there will be a physical version coming out in the Brexit town and the America KKK of Earth Defense Force 5. Don't buy it. Why am I telling you don't buy a physical copy? It has none of the DLC on it. And that may matter to not a lot of people, but it matters to me. Because it's one thing to make sure that there's a physical copy of Earth Defense Force, but it's another thing entirely that you can make a disc but not put all of your DLC on it, which would incentivize somebody like me to buy it again. Because I would love to have a physical copy, but again, I'm not sitting up here saying I'm 101 believing in the digital feature, but the reason why we're highlighting the Steam page is because if you want all the DLC that was offered in various forms of pre-ordering the game on PS4 and things like that, Earth Defense Force 5 has all of it. All of the pre-order DLC, especially the one of my favorite, the gold plated Nick's joint. It's a big ass giant fucking tank, blinged out. So you know what it is. All the love live decoys and all of those crazy shit, paints for wing divers and stuff. If you're gonna buy a version of Earth Defense Force 5 and you super late to this party, get the Steam version. Steam version run the best. All the stuff is right here. This is just what you should do, and that's just a little bonus from Uncle Triple. That is me to you, the viewer. So I'm just letting you know what it is. And I think that is indeed going to be that. I need to find a proper transition so I can get y'all the hell out of here. No. Yeah, you know, a swipe up is perfect. Yo. I'm glad I can help out. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing was, this was originally going to be something. We're going to watch some trailers and then talk about it. No, the lead would have got buried. The lead would have got buried. Like, we've been at this for 30 minutes. Like, we literally went 30 minutes for me telling you that this video could have simply been a 2-minute video of me saying, buy the deluxe version, nigga. That could have been the whole video, and we could have been done. But this is me. I don't know how to make a 2-minute video to save my damn life, and that's probably why things are the way they are. Y'all want things condensed and y'all want clickbait titles. No, I'm finna give you the mountain work. Because I don't want you ever leaving a video with me saying that I didn't explain a thing to you. That's why when I be doing my work on fighting games and stuff, shit be an hour, because I want to make sure that not only am I giving you something to think about for you to explore, but I want you to make sure that the questions you have don't be something that I didn't cover on purpose or something that you should have just gleaned from the information. So you got to do it your way and do it the best way you can. But we're not done with OneeChanbara yet. We got a big old episode of Triple the Guy versus Theater coming up either later today or tomorrow, and I still got that Guilty Gear stuff to watch, so stay tuned to the channel. We're gonna take care of that. Regardless of that, we have got plenty of more show for you, so please, pretty please, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. And if you got who it is that I'm Mr. Pop That Thing, the one and only, the triple, the G.O.D. I can't even C-R-A-C-K, C-O-C-I-N-E, hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man. Roar! And of course, indeed, I am the baddest monster in existence. And don't you ever, ever, ever forget it. My main man, my ex, the green monster, Squishy, a.k.a. Squish Murder, and the congregation. May you all be praised. Thank you all for always holding my six down and watching my back. Love every single one of y'all. Betsy, Janine, Magdalene, yo girl in mine, Miss Marcy, a.k.a. Miss Marceline, hold down your unos, doses, thrices, and quattros, bringing this heat to you. Shout out to the newest member of the family, Annalise. She'll be gracing your computer screens really soon with this work I got cooking on us. So shout out to my girl Annalise, holding it down. At this juncture, everything you need, because we're done, is right down below you. All my social media, all the ways that you can support the show monetarily, whether that's through Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, whatever it is that you do, and to this way, because I always do this, is this. Over here towards the fam, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, know when that crack coming out, pimping. Know when it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, swear to God, like, what is you finna get somebody telling you how to buy a video game that he wants the streets to know more about? You know what I'm saying? Just, it is what it is. But yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, know when that crack coming out. Speaking of supporting the show, shout out to my little brother, my partner in here, my main man, my boy Ron Palmer, holding me down on the tip. And of course, my boy Drew K. Young Man Bags, hold me down too. Appreciate the love, fellas, as always. Thank you. Just like, you know what I'm saying, the contributions as they are. I appreciate y'all thinking enough about me to show me that love. Regardless, we still got plenty of more show. Man. It's like, to quote a TV character, it's about to get wild. I'm like, yo, y'all hear me? Y'all didn't heard me for the second time. Say the permission, Annalise, man. Annalise, she a beast. She a beast. And it's only going to get better. And it's only going to get better. You'll see what I mean. You will definitely see what I mean. Again, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all holding me down. The ladies of Rage always got my fucking back, bringing you this crack cocaine, baby, like only the one and the only does. Because you live right here on Team GRF TV. But scatter for now. Go buy this damn video game. Whether you buy it today, you wait on the sale. The answer is, if you want the best version now, you can get it for the same price as the normal version on Steam right now. If you want to wait on a sale, do whatever it is you got to do. If you're trying to get it on PS4, get the Deluxe Edition. Whatever you do, just as long as at some point you get this in your life. Downloading the free stuff now is not going to disqualify you from anything, as I demonstrated, so it don't matter. And, you getting one of my favorite series reimagined in a way, and I got plans, so, I'm just getting out of work together. But, look, scatter, get out of here. We have got plenty more show for you live right here on Team GRF TV with the one and only triple the G.O.D. Squish Murder, Render Squadron, and the Ladies of Rage bring you this heat. But we have plenty more show for you and you and you and you and you and them and they. Right after these commercial messages. Get some of that iron sock in your life, pimpin'. Do that. Do that. Do it. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Do it often. Get that OneeChanbara ORIGIN. Get that in your life. Go pick up Z2 Chaos, man. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Just go do that. Like, shit. Go get the 360 version. You can still go buy that on the store. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Actually, you know what? I am finna quickly check something before we get up out of here. Bonus stage, bitch. Bonus stage. Hold up, give me a second. I'm gonna bring y'all in. I'm gonna bring y'all in on this one. I'm gonna bring y'all in. Yep, I'm gonna bring y'all in on this one because I just thought of that because I wonder, is it still up or not? Let's hit the Japanese store. Let's hit that Japanese store real quick. Let's see. Okay, let me click the search button. Now let me click the search button. I got to reload the page. Because again, I don't know if I think you can get it digitally. You'll see what I mean in a second. Like, see. So let's see. Show me everything real quick. Let's see what we got. So you can get Z2 Chaos. You can get no. Well, that's weird. I kind of thought that special. I kind of thought special would be on here. Well, let's see. Well, I'm in here now. I've dedicated time to this, so we gonna find out whether or not special is in here. PSP. Thank you very much. Cruiser Mix Special. You should definitely get that. So let's see. We got Tag Force Special. Nope, it's not in here. But if you want to buy Mucho Orochi on the PSP, you can kind of still do that for the next week. But technically, you can't buy it on the. You have to literally go to. I think the way it works, you have to go to a PS3 to go buy PS3 content and then download it to your PSP, or you can do other things. But I'm just letting you know what it is. But yeah, I just had to know whether or not OneeChanbara Special was available. It ain't, so you got to go get you a UMD, sucker. Look. Plenty more show for all of y'all, man. Right after these commercial messages. Bang.